Howdy everyone, Poacher here with an Age of Magic video, and today's video we're going into the final match of the qualifiers for the AI Championships. We have Team 5, Witchy Sibs, going up against Team 1, Cerri, Berri, and they are both quite good players. With a toss of a coin, Sibs won and she picked first. Going into the bands, we had Tyros from Sibs side and Wukong from Cerri Berri's side. Great choices in bands. You do not want a Wukong leader on the field. You definitely do not want a Tyros on the field. Followed up by a Mabe and a Magnus. Magnus, that's an artist. My apologies. Again, pretty big band. Mabe is quite quick with her lockdown and her reduced speed. Not reduced speed, reset initiative. And Artis is just a pain in the ass, especially with his blind, his AoEs. He's just someone you do not want to fight. And in the final bands, we have Cage and Suna. Suna can be a nuisance. She's a rogue, but she is just as lethal as anything else. She can be a tank. She can be a rogue. She can heal. She can support attack. She is a nuisance. Get her off the field. Well done. Good ban by Cerri. And then we have the Cage, which, you know, solid damage dealer, anti-healing, but there's not a lot of healing on the field, so in saying that, he's still a very powerful healer, so I understand the ban. Going into picks, Sibs went first with the Argon, followed by the Maglin and a Tiles from Cerri Berri. I think the Argon is a very, very strong first pick. He is an Archon after all, and generally all Archons are strong. Even as individuals, even Steris, they're quite powerful heroes. Argon, especially if he can execute someone with an ability, he'll get another turn. Maglin, a strong damage dealer as well. And the Atiles, I think the Atiles is a safe pick because he can lock down, he can get that taunt out, he can soak a lot of damage while your other damage dealers take care of other things. So good choices on both ends. Moving into the next picks, we have the Softy and the Lay L from Sibs. I was reading the chat while these players were picking their teams. Sibs picked the Lael to counter the Maglin. You do not want the Maglin hiding and Lael getting a damage boost. That would be pretty bad. So that's a counter pick for Cerri Berri. And the Softy is a great hero. Softy is such a powerful hero. He has his lockdown. He has his anti-healing. He's quite quick. He does a lot of damage. He's a very solid character. Next up, we have the Fire and the Tricky from Cerri Berri. So she is trying to achieve a full light team, but Sibs also caught wind of this, and in the next picks, we have the Hound and Amber, or Sibs picking the last light hero on the field. Amber, not a great choice. He's a very slow character. His abilities are pretty decent, but his speed is appalling, and it's a hard pick, but blocking your opponent is a pretty solid strategy, especially in the AI tournaments. And we got the Hound lockdown, pretty decent damage, pretty quick. Cerri Berri has the Blood Mage. So fairly good debuffs, anti-healing, except there is no healing on Sib's side. He's a good support hero, but is it this situation that you want to use him in? I don't know. I feel like there may be better choices on the field. I feel like even Worm Priest might have been a pretty good choice, but that was Cerri's choice. And then we went into subs with the Healer and the Eraser. Healer, the only healer on the field, and an interesting choice by Sibs, especially with that Blood Mage. Blood Mage would counter the Healer. I think it would damage Sibs putting Healer in, and the Eraser from Cerri, but there isn't a lot on the fields to pick at this point. Eraser is pretty decent. He has self-healing. He can decrease stats of the enemy as well. He's got 2 AoE abilities. I think only one of them does damage, actually. He one AoE ability. So Eraser he's an okay character, not the worst choice. So those are your lineups for the both players. We'll head over into the arena now and see who comes out on top. Moving into the final battle, and Sibs starts off with silencing the Fire and damage coming out on the Tricky. If they can take out Tricky, it might get rid of some support stuff. The anti-heal comes out from Blood Mage. Not really effective though. There is no healing on Sib's team. Sib's team is full of damage as the taunt comes out on the Tiles. If Amber can get rid of that taunt, he may be able to bypass and get rid of some other characters. However, doesn't seem like he's going to even get a turn. And Tiles is so close to dying. He may die before Amber even gets a turn, which he does, and then the ability hit goes on Fire, who's very close to dying. It's a 4v4 situation, but it seems that Cerri is in the worst situation. A lot of low health on her team as Fire falls, bringing it down to a 4v3 situation. The Maeglin yet to start taking out characters. He is now locked down, unable to use melee abilities, I believe, or yeah, so that does include his attacks. I don't think he can do anything except hide. We'll see when his turn comes around if he's able to conduct any attack. If not, it may be he skips his turn, and I feel like that is going to be the end for Cerri as the first point does go for Sibs. Sibs team, full damage, no healing, no tanking. She is there for business, and it proved that in the match. We will go over to the contenders now. They will get the choice of subbing in their sub-hero. We'll find out soon, and we'll move on to the second battle. Moving into the second match, and Cerri has taken out her Blood Mage and put in a Eraser. Let's see if it makes any difference as the damage starts to come out from Sibs' team. The anti-healing on Eraser, a nice hero to put it on, seeing as he can heal demons. He will prevent healing on himself, and the taunt is now out on the tiles. They need to take out a tiles so they can blast through every other character. A lot of damage coming out on Sibs. The tiles still up, the taunt still up. Ooh, unfortunately, not 3 attacks. There's a bit of damage on the Atars. He's in critical HP, but Sibs is also in critical HP as her Hound falls. So does the Atars, bringing it down to a 4v4 situation with Cerri in the lead right now. Fire being locked down, Lael going into critical HP, and Eraser going into critical HP as well. It is almost neck for neck. I think Sibs is in a little bit of a worse spot, though, with Lael very, very close to dying. If they can take out a character, Eraser dies. Argon going in for the double hit. He does get an execute, so he gets extra hits. Nearly takes out the Tricky as well. Argon absolutely just carrying his team for a moment there. Maeglin coming through with some extra damage. Unfortunately, not enough. The Argon securing the victory in a very split second, changing the course of the battle extremely quickly, giving the second point to Sibs. Unfortunately, Cerri being eliminated from the competition. But we'll head over and look at the leaderboard and how it is situated. This is the final match of the qualifiers. 16 players have been eliminated. Let's go have a look at who is progressing through the ranks. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, with the 16 players making it through. We have Nightmare Scienter, Judge Emity, Buglord Kelpie, Deadman, Walking, Tactician Joe Muggsy, Pokerface, Crythorn, Poolboy Mark Kendall, Jazzy, Eggs, Mermaid, Natty, Cuban Cigar, Raven, Beefar, Outback, Gorby, Axe, Body Spray, Body by Zoo, Witchy, Sibs, and Jellyfish Joy. Those are your 16 contestants if you are still in the competition. If these are one of the people you have bet on, congratulations. You still have a chance at winning the prize. It's a big prize, so I wish you all the best. Unfortunately, we also have 16 competitors eliminated, but that is the way of the competition. It's just how it has to go. But thank you everyone so far who has participated, who has helped make this tournament the way it is. It wouldn't have been able to happen without you guys. I know it is a lot going through 32 players, but everyone's stuck with it, and it's progressing nicely. So again, thank you very much for your participation. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. I will answer it to the best of my ability. And wherever you're around the world, until next time, please take care of yourself.